The Annabelle doll is real. Uh, I'm talking, of course, about the side story to The Conjuring called Annabelle. It's a 2014 movie, and it's based on a true story. Has all the Conjuring movies, or of course, there's a lot of you know um, embellishment to the story in these movies, but like for example, The Conjuring 2, the real possession story was just furniture move a little bit, you know. But in the movie, there's these demons that destroy the whole house and stuff like that. And real life Annabelle was a Ragged Ann doll, which is, let me show you guys. These are the warring couple. The paranormal investigators from the movie are based on them, and this is the real life Ragged Ann doll. You know, she is just a regular rag doll, and in the real life story, what happened was there was this girl that was, I think, that was 28 years old, a woman, and she got or something like that. She got a ragged doll called Annabelle, or they called her Annabelle a little later. Okay, it was this Ragged Ann doll, and it was on 1970, and it was actually a used doll. So the problem starts there. We don't know what happened to the doll before. Okay. Donna was a college student at the time, living with a roommate named Andy, and first never thought the doll was special, but over time did you notice Annabelle seemed to move on her own. First was really subtle, changing positions, kind of things. Uh, could be written off as just the doll being jostled, but movement increased, and within weeks it seemed to become fully mobile. The girls would leave the apartment with Annabelle and on a bed and return home to find in the couch. Their friend Lou hated the doll. He thought there was something deeply wrong with it and something evil, but the girls were modern women and didn't believe that sort of thing. There must be an explanation, the reason, but soon Annabelle's reactions got even weirder. Donna began to find pieces of parchment paper in the house with messages written on it. And the thing is, the first thing that they start to, put this tape all over the house to see if someone was walking or not. This, by the way, this footage is from the Warren's Museum of the Supernatural, and anyways, let's have a good look here. Okay, and what happened was, so you can see the difference between the evil-looking doll from Annabelle and the normal-looking doll from the real life, and they found stuff written paper called like help us, help Lou, something like that. Help Lou. Just to make the whole thing that much creepier, nobody in the house had parchment paper, so they didn't even know where the paper came from, where the hell it was coming from. So things got worse. They found blood in the little doll's hands. Yeah, if they found blood, it should be, I think, nastier than that, right? Because it looks so clean. Anyways, maybe they wash it. I don't know. She found to be. Oh yeah, yeah. Then here is the problem. Okay, those girls, Donna and Angie, They were modern girls in the 70s. They call a medium. Okay? What is a medium? It's a channel of demons. That's what they are. So the sensitive sat with the doll and told the girls that long before their apartment complex had been built, there was a field in the property and a 7 years old girl named Anabelle Higgins were found dead in the field. Her spirit remained, and the doll came into the house. The girl latched on it. She found Donna and Angie to be trustworthy. She wanted to stay with them. She wanted to be safe with them. This is what mediums do, okay? I'm talking about the ones that are not charlatans. They communicate with demons, familiar spirits, because you know what? They exist. And you can find evidence. It's very easy. It's the whole doctrine of mediunity and New Age is to channel this kind of beings. Okay, kind of, they channel. They are channelers of demons. So those familiar spirits pretending to be ghosts or something, they come and they tell some cool story to the medium, some nice story, and they believe, okay? Oh, I was a little girl, I need a place to stay. Oh, please, welcome in your arms. And this is where you fall into it. Why? Because even if you're not a Christian, even if you're just an atheistic person, you're not saved in the blood of the Lord Jesus Christ, they still need permission, to haunt you, okay, to enter your house in a definitive way to get dominion over you, these demons. And there are no ghosts. And if you talk to some people that are interested in your cult, they say, oh, there are ghosts, the people that gone. No, 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 no. There are no ghosts, there are demons, okay? What happens is a class of demons called familiar spirits, they observe the living and they can imitate their voices. They know about your life because they were following you all your life. Everyone has familiar spirits following them. They have nothing better to do. That's the reality, okay? And what happened with the spirit said, oh, I want to be with you, Donna Angie, because you're so nice and trustworthy. What happened? Being sweet and nurturing types, they're both nursing students. Donna and Angie agreed to let Anabelle stay with them. They stated, you can stay here, we will take care of you. Well, now the demon can stay. Now the demon has power over them. Now the demon can even take steps to possess them, to destroy them even, and to claim the prize. What is the biggest prize a demon can claim? Is to kill a person before he is saved, to ensure that a person goes to hell. That's amazing for a demon. That's a big kudos from the evil guys, Okay, so what happened? Lou, which is their friend, start to have bad dreams. Anabelle was in his bed, climbing up his legs. He lays frozen. You know what? All this kind of evil stuff. He stuffed hands around his throat. All this evil stuff. He was worried about the girls. A few days later, he and Angie were hanging out planning a road trip when they hear something move in Donna's room. They froze. Was it a break-in? Was there an intruder in the apartment? Lou crept over the door, listening to the rustling within. He threw open the door. Everything was as it should be, except Anabelle was off the bed and sitting on the corner. As he approached the door, Lou was consumed with a feeling, a burning on the back of the neck, which indicates someone staring at you, and he pounced around. Nobody was there. The room was empty, and then suddenly a pain on his chest. He looked in the church and saw a series of raking claw marks, rough ditches in his flesh that burned. He knew Anabelle has done it. Okay, let's speed up this. So they call Eddie and Lorraine Warren, which were the paranormal investigator. Let me see if I can find a picture of them here. Where are they? There it is. Eddie and Lorraine Warren. Yeah, they are interesting characters, but those guys made a, a museum filled with this evil stuff. I guess it's important to let people know that this exists, but it's kind of dangerous, isn't it? I don't know. Anyways, uh, let me put in a different place. Let's put here. So to they call then a priest, okay? Then the priest states the obvious. It's not a ghost. It's a demon. It's attached to the doll, but not possessing the doll because demons cannot possess objects. They can only use it. They can manipulate objects like human beings can, depending on their power, their kind of a relationship with that object. But they do not possess a doll, for example. They cannot enter a doll. They can, like we would move a doll's arms with our hands. That's what they do, okay? But they're invisible, so invisible to some people. So what the demon was doing, he was manipulating the doll to give an impression of a haunting, and when they were claiming dominion over the doll. So when the girl said, "Yeah, you can stay, we'll take care of you," the demons were allowed to stay. So they are playing around with that family. So he performed an exorcism in the apartments. In the apartment, the Warrens took the doll. They took the doll to the museum. Okay, so the problems seems to, and here is she's at the museum till this day. But the problem was they had a Catholic priest visit Anabelle, and the priest was like fooling around, saying, "Oh, just a doll, you can't hurt anyone," and it was a big mistake because he was in a car accident right after it, and he said he was looking at the rear view mirror and he saw the doll. Of course, he saw the demon because he was provoking the demon, saying, "Ah, you're just a doll. Well, you cannot hurt anyone." It's like, but it was like he was inviting the doll to hurt him. Okay, and he, I don't know if he was saved or not, because some Catholic priests are all involved in those Mary cult or whatever. These things have no power whatsoever, and the only power is the Lord Jesus Christ, and He's the one, He's the rock, He's the one that protects us from all evil. And this is the story of Anabelle, the real story of Anabelle. And the moral of the story is, if you ever feel like you having trouble with hauntings, something weird in your house, it's not a ghost. It's never a ghost, because ghosts do not exist. It's always a demon. It's only the only thing it can be. It's a demon. Okay, even if it imitates your grandpa, your dead parent, I don't care. It's a familiar spirit, a demon that can imitate the people that already lived, because they were around the people when they were alive. Okay, it's not your father coming from the dead to give you a message. No, it's always a demon. And how do you deal with that, with objects moving around the house? First, you got to get rid of objects related to the occult in your house, like tarot cards, the Ouija board games, things related to the occult. And if you have stuff related to the occult, you get rid of that. Then you ask for forgiveness from God and ask the Lord Jesus Christ for salvation. Okay? And if you are getting attacked, what you say is, "Lord Jesus Christ, cover me with your blood. Please save me." And immediately the demon has to leave. And if you say, "In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I command you to leave," to the demon, he has to leave. Doesn't matter what's happening. He has to leave. As long as you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. No other name will work. Not Saint Michael, not Mary, not Buddha. The only name that has authority is the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. So, this is the true story of the Creepy, creepy, creepy doll, Annabelle.